What's going on, guys? Back at it. It's been a while. It's been a little while. This is going to be a real quick kind of sort of time-lapse video of me overall going through the car, as well as seeing what needs to be fixed, what needs to be done to the car, and also jacking up the car, taking off the suspension so I can get it back to my boy Right Hand Drive Flacco. Again, shout out to him for the shell. Can't be more happy with it. Clean shell overall. And I'm pretty much going to be going back to 4-lug, being that I don't want to run 16s on the car. So this is pretty much going to be like a time lapse slash like not really like a walkthrough, but somewhat of what I'm doing going along and seeing as I'm going any issues with the cars that I need to fix overall in the near future. So give me a second. I'm gonna put you on a time lapse of me jacking up the car, putting it on jack stands, and taking the suspension off. So be right back. All right, so as of right now, the car is on jack stands. If I can get a picture. So what I'm gonna do now is take off. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get you guys a better thing. I'm gonna take off all 4 of the tires. Then after that, start working on the front suspension, and then work my way back as I go along. Again, I'm gonna do a time lapse, let you guys know what I did, and see if I spot anything that needs to be fixed or anything like that. But give me a second and we'll be. All right, guys, sorry it took a little while for this one wheel to get off. For some reason it had a one of those locks and I didn't have the socket for it, so I had to improvise. Anyways, first thing that I noticed when I first got the car was this brake tuck cut a hole in the firewall, whatever you want to call it. That's going to be like the first issue that I got to deal with. As far as the firewall goes and engine bay painting, there's a lot of work that I have to do regardless of that. Coming to the spindle, it's just everything just needs to be done. I mean, the brake tuck kit was very half-assed. No disrespect to the previous owner, he did not do this, so I'm gonna let that be known. He did not do this brake tuck kit. This is definitely like a budget brake tuck, however you want to call it. So what I'm gonna be doing down here, let me just zoom out a little bit. I can't zoom out a little bit, so give me a second. Anyways, so what I'm gonna be doing is taking off, for one, the spindles. This is going to go back to my guy Right Hand Drive Flacco. Taking off the calipers, taking off the tie rod to the spindle, taking off the coilovers. Pretty much everything is going to be taken off. As far as the back goes, so the back, for some reason, if you can look at that, that's a 4-lug caliper, and they converted it somehow to 5-lug. So this whole back trailing arm is going to be taken apart. Depending on how daylight comes, I'm gonna be focusing on the front and the inside first, just cleaning it up and organizing it, so I can get that like done. This probably going to move on for tomorrow, or a part 2 on the video, but same thing. You know, getting rid of the brakes, the calipers. This side is not that bad as far as like the brake tuck kit goes, but if we go to the other side, this was all just like, I don't know. It's getting held. It's only held on by the brake caliper, the brake pads, and the brake caliper. This is what you shouldn't do. This was unsafe. So as far as that, I'm probably going to move this for tomorrow, taking the whole back trailing arm apart. So let me focus on the front. As far as this side in the front, same thing, half-ass brake tuck kit. Spindle came off, cool. That's one less thing that I gotta worry about. But cut a hole on the firewall and pretty much put a hard line to it. This was definitely like a for sure a budget friendly build. This is ridiculous, but it's good because as far as taking this car apart, I can see what's going on with it and what's wrong with it. So let me get back to it. I'm gonna have start taking the front spindles off and get back to it. All right, guys, so I'm gonna do a little walkthrough. Well, not really a walkthrough, but pretty much walking you guys through of what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna be using power tools as of right now because my gun is dead, but everything should be loosened up. This is I did some ghetto things, and that's pretty ghetto, but we're gonna start taking this spindle off so it can go back to the owner, Right Hand Drive Flacco. Actually, matter of fact, let me get my tools and let's get through it. This is pretty much going to be an unedited, just go with the flow type thing. Once I get into more editing, then I'll, you know, edit the videos and pretty much get better with it. But this is my first, you know, official like YouTube channel. If you guys like to comment and let me know what I can do better, definitely let me know about that. But let's start getting into this. All right, so I got the spindle off. It was a little hard, being that the bottom wanted to not come off. Next going to be the lower control arm, upper control arm, and coilovers. Once that's all done, then I'll be moving on to the next side, but I'm not really going to be filming that. Main reason being is because I already done this side and kind of pretty much showed you. It's pretty much vice versa. I'll probably time lapse it just so you guys can give like a pretty much a somewhat experience of what I'll be doing. But I'll get back to you once this side is done. All right, so lower control arm is taken off. Next is going to be coilover and upper control arm, and then other side, but it's getting dark, so I'm probably going to pick this back up tomorrow, especially if I'm going to be doing the back, because a lot of these bolts are rusted, so it's taking me a little bit longer of a time to take it apart. So once I get this done, the coilover done and the upper control arm done, I'm gonna pack everything up for tonight and then pick it back up tomorrow morning, just so we can have some light on our side, and finish taking off the suspension. Still can't get over this. This is what you don't do, guys. All right, guys, so this is all the parts that I took off so far today. This is only one side. Like I said, the 5-lug spindles are going to be going to my friend Right Hand Drive Flacco. As far as finishing the other side, it got too dark. I have a little bit of lighting, but it's not going to be the best. So I will continue this tomorrow, and we'll go from there. So tomorrow we'll do the front suspension, back suspension, and then I might do a separate video depending on how long this video is of the interior, cleaning that out. Peace. What's going on, guys? I'm picking up the next day. It's early in the morning. It's supposed to be raining today, but hopefully the rain stays out of our way in the meantime until I can get this car done. So as of right now, we are going to be, let me see if I can get it. We're going to be taking off the other side of the spindles. I'm gonna put you on a time lapse for that, just to take it off and then see what we're working with in the rear. Once all that's said and done, then pretty much the suspension aspect of this car is all apart. I will do a separate video of me cleaning out the interior. Main reason being is there's so much stuff in the car itself. So it's gonna take too long to even make a video about that. You might never know. We might find some good stuff in there. Majority of the stuff inside the car is either going back to who I bought the car from, or is getting sold. So once I clean all that up, I'll let you guys know what is getting sold and what is going back to the owner, and pretty much give you guys an update from there. Let me put you guys on a time lapse. With that being said, let me put you guys on a time lapse and get this side started. All right, guys, as you can see, both sides of the suspension in the front, this side, except for the tie rods, are off, and the brake lines, I'll do that eventually. This is another thing I have to address, but that's later on. As we can see here, like I said, everything but the tie rods it's off. Once I get paint and everything, then I'll be taking the subframe off, and the tie rod off, and repainting that tie rod, excuse me, I'm sorry, the subframe off and repainting that. All the hardwares, I'm picking and choosing between Downstar and MPC. Let me know what you guys think, which side I should go with as far as like hardware and dress up kits. I definitely want to make every single bolt brand new, at least the ones that you can see, so it can look like a clean build. But now we can work our way to the back, which is insane. This is insane. Never do this, guys. All right, guys, it started raining. So I'm gonna actually make this a two-part video. The next video is gonna be me cleaning out the interior, just so I can get more room inside the interior to pretty much see what I have and don't have as far as like parts go, because the car is messy. But front suspension's off, besides tie rods. I also have to hit up Flacco to see what he wants as far as taking the parts off this car. Reason being is because I want him to get first dibs, I guess. But that goes for this video. I'm pretty much packed up, and let's pretty much make a quick thumbnail real quick. Anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe. You guys tell me what y'all want to see in the near future. This is a new channel. I want you guys to come with me on this journey of building this car. And I want your guys' responses too, because not only am I doing this for me, but I want to see or know what you guys want in this channel. So with that being said, until next time for part 2 of either interior or rear suspension, or probably both. Peace.